Isn't this soft? Just leave it on the sewing machine. Come on, ladies. Come on, ladies. Nothing like happy chickens and a happy buggy.
What is this baseball bat and a piece of ice?
Oh, I bet you that was fun. Good morning, beautiful people. This is another fine, beautiful day. We're actually supposed to get up into the 60s today, which is really weird. I guess it's February, so I guess we're starting spring. I think Groundhog Day is tomorrow. I think I know what's gonna happen. I think that means we're gonna get an early spring. All right, I have a minute. I haven't started other projects. I actually have a minute today. I think I can donate my time to working on this hide. Those of you who've been following for a while, remember we did our steer and I saved the hide and I've been working on it when I get a chance. I think today I can start the tanning process. It's one of those things I really want to just follow it through, start it and finish it without messing it up. So today, that's what we're working on. I'm gonna pull this thing down and start the tanning.
Dad,
Ready?
I have a dump truck of dirt right here.
You have a dump truck of
Dad, look.
Okay, it's on the ground. Thank you guys. This actually looks really good. I have not looked at it since the last video we made about this. It looks really good. We scraped it, you know, once it's all dry. We scraped it and got the last little bit of membrane off. This nice suede look right here actually kind of looks like the soft side of leather, which is exactly what it is. So I'm gonna be trying the egg tanning option. That's one of the natural ways to tan. You can use brains. It's like, you know, brains and a little bit of water, or eggs and a little bit of water, and you basically wet the leather, get it to soak in, and then I'll take something like this big paddle right here, probably something like that, a board, something with a sharp but not too sharp edge, and you work on rubbing and breaking the fibers of that leather down, making it soft. Because I don't have access to the other side, because it's the fur side and we're leaving that on, we can only work on this side. So the reason pelts are usually, you know, rugs or wall art is because they can tend to be a little bit tougher. Not to say, I've seen some beautifully done animal skins that are soft and pliable. You could use them as a blanket. I'm not gonna hold my breath to you know, try to get this thing that soft, but we're gonna do what we can do. I'm gonna mix up my egg mixture. I'm not quite sure, I've never tanned a hide. There's like a basic recipe in one of the books that I'm following, and then some people on the internet have said to add some essential oils to kind of, you know, stop bugs from wanting to eat it, because that's the main predator. Like, you know, certain little moths and stuff like that will get in here and they eat the hide. And so when you tan it, you're curing it, you're making it to where stuff isn't going to want to eat it. So I'm gonna go get my egg stuff ready, and I guess we'll get started.
What's that, just water?
Just water. Yes, I bought eggs. I figured for this project, we're not going to use our valuable eggs, because our chickens are slackers right now and they're not really producing. So I think I'm going to do half this carton of eggs.
But it's all white eggs.
They are all white eggs. I'm going to do half this carton of eggs, see what it gets me, play around with mixes, see what it does, and then I don't know if I want gloves or not. We'll see. We'll just do the whole 18 pack.
Yeah.
Gotta commit.
Mom got you a lot of eggs.
Just water. See if I can get it to drop without just like, that's not a drop. That's like 50, 60 drops.
What oil is that?
Cedar. Smells amazing. Rosemary oil smells interesting. I don't even know if I'm gonna leave this on, but
Do it anyways.
do it anyways.
It smells actually pretty good.
Yeah, it does smell really good. I might have mixed it too thin. Soaked in pretty well. It feels very slimy. Like, I'll give it that. The essential oils I added smell pretty good, but still smells like egg. All right, I'm going to grab some sort of tool, see if I've got this saturated enough to start working on. Guess I'll find a piece of wood. Looks like it's working pretty well.
Yeah, it looks like it's already softening.
It's actually breaking the fibers. So I'm gonna get it wetter. I still don't know what I'm doing, but from what I've read, the fibers start breaking and turning white, and that's kind of what I'm getting here, kind of what I'm getting there. I will say, this does not feel like it's getting any softer. Still hard as a rock, so I'm not sure, but I'm just gonna keep working while it's wet. I may have to move this into the shade. I'm going snow blind. This is so bright. I need to either go get sunglasses or move this into the shade, but it is doing something. So I'm just gonna keep working. When I'm pushing on this, I don't know if this shows up on camera very well. See where I've pushed? This is actually the fibers starting to like stretch as I push. I have to push pretty hard. Let's see if I can find a spot right here. As I push, the hide is actually lightening up. and I can feel it give just a tiny, tiny bit. Don't pay attention to the outermost fuzz. It's like that dark color right there. Underneath, it's lightening up. That's what I'm looking for. I figured once I started, I'd kind of get a feel for it. It's gonna be a big job. That crunchy sound, that is the fibers of the leather breaking, because everywhere you can see that's a path that has softened. We're just working it all over. We'll work this side, this half, this bottom half, and then we will flip it over and get to the other half, because you know that's 8 feet tall. It was a 10 by 8 frame. It's huge, like it's huge. I don't know if the camera can really pick it up, but that side right there is getting all slack, I guess, and it was tight, like over here. So what that means is we are making progress. I would say that's a lot softer. See, the whole goal is if we just pull it off the frame and lay it on the ground, it's not gonna lay flat, and it never will lay flat. By doing this, the tanning preserves it, so you know bugs aren't gonna wanna eat it. It's not going to rot, it's not going to mold, and then this portion where we're breaking the fibers down even more makes it so it's soft, so it'll lay down. You don't want a rug that's going to stick up in the middle because you'd trip over it. We want it to lay nice and flat. Another way you can do this is you put it over like a kind of like a sawhorse, like a board sticking straight up that's kind of sharp, and you take it and you like taking a towel and try and like you're polishing something like over a corner, and you're just do a hand motion. Yeah, like that, over something, just like that. My lovely assistant, Brett. And you'd take the whole hide and run it over a board like that to do what we're doing here. Because we've got it on the frame, this is the way you do it if you're on a frame. The alternative is we could cut it off the frame and we could do it over a board, which we might end up doing that too. We'll just do it until we get this thing to lay flat. Now, I will tell you, like I'm not one for chemicals, but I've seen the videos, professional taxidermists doing hides, and they'll put the chemical tanning solution on, and it's effortless. Like they just stretch the hides out and you can see the fibers break. And we're having to work really, really hard to get these fibers to break down. So maybe the next hide would use chemicals, but not this one. So we're just gonna keep plugging along.
Looks like it.
So there's a spot right here that apparently we didn't do a very good job scraping. Working it over with the stick, it's not cracking, it's not moving. It's like, man, it's almost like there's no egg on here. And so I grabbed a scraper, gave it a couple scrapes. Yeah, there's still membrane on there. We must not have went far enough. And scraped some membrane off, and it's dry underneath. So that's why you want to do a good job scraping that membrane off before you try to tan it, because otherwise the tanning solution doesn't penetrate at all. So I guess I'm gonna go grab a scraper and scrape the hard spots. Makes sense though. It's like, oh, okay, we're not making any progress. Let's try a scraper. All right, we've done the bottom half that we can reach. We're gonna flip it over and work on the other half after lunch. I think we'll flip it right now and then go eat some lunch. But I'm pretty happy with the progress we're making. Like, it feels like we're doing something. It's definitely like pliable. I'm just hoping it's not pliable because of the egg wash that we're putting on it. But the fact that it's now kind of loose in the frame, that tells me we're doing something. Go that way a little bit. I mean, I wouldn't say it feels like commercial leather, but it does feel closer to leather. I'm optimistic, I'll just say that. I'm gonna grab a razor blade and slice this off of the frame. And then hopefully we can fold it and take it up to the top of the barn and work on it up there. We have flat ground up there, so I can lay it down and see if it'll lay flat. I don't think it will, I think it's still too stiff, but this looks beautiful. Like, it does look beautiful. I mean, there's some gouges from sloppy skinning or sloppy scraping, really. But it feels good. The essential oils, that rosemary oil and the cedar oil, smells really good. This has exceeded my expectations. I was thinking we weren't gonna have a good time today.
It's getting looser.
All people want to catch it. Wow, still a little crackery.
Pretty stiff. Just cut a million cuts right here.
We'll just put that under the chair.
That's supposed to get cut off.
There we go. It folded.
It folded.
So that's a good sign.
That's very promising. Doesn't lay flat. That's why we needed some flat ground.
Yeah.
That's still really hard. So there's going to be a lot of working that we have to do. I'll probably get like a sawhorse or something and just work it over a board. But I'm pretty happy. That's
It looks beautiful.
that's really cool.
It's soft.
It is soft.
Isn't it soft?
That feels nice.
I'm trying to set it in
Are we doing it that way or turning it?
We can turn it
We
probably.
can turn it. We gotta move the couch.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not too much bigger than the rug we already
No.
got.
No, this is great.
Seeing it in here, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad.
It actually fits the living room almost perfectly. Buggy, you really like laying on that, don't you?
You want to keep it in here?
Yeah, I kind of do.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to work it more, I understand. I get that, but
Tell you what, we'll give it a couple days.
Okay.
If it if it won't lay down just
Uh-huh.
being in here, then yeah, we'll pull it out and
work it.
on it more.
Okay.
I mean, this is pretty stinking cool.
It is pretty stinking cool.
Now, I have to say, even though it is lumpy, that does feel amazing.
It's very, very soft. That feels great.
All right, what's going on for dinner tonight?
Cheesesteaks. So, quick and dirty cheesesteaks.
Quick and dirty cheesesteaks.
So I've got some canned beef that I'm gonna heat up, and then I'm gonna fry up some frozen sliced peppers and onions, and then make cheese sauce.
Sounds quick and dirty.
And I made bread the other day, so I didn't even have to do that today.
All right,
Yeah.
that's easy mode.
It is easy mode.
While she's finishing up making dinner, I wanted to talk about this rug. This was quite a project. This was a very long, involved project. When I had a minute to work on it, I did. Fleshing, that took two and a half days. The scraping, that stuff, that was a day. This was a very long process, but not too bad in the grand scheme of things. Would I do it again? Absolutely. I don't know if next time I'm going to do the natural route. I've watched a lot of taxidermy videos on YouTube. There are chemicals that you can use that the professionals use for, canning and preserving your hides that make it very, very easy, very quick, very easy, and you end up with a very, very nice finished product. As you can see, this one is still pretty hard. It's still pretty rigid, even though we worked on it for 6 hours today. I'll probably work on it more. We'll leave it in here, the next couple days and see if it lays down. I don't think it will. I think it's going to require a lot more beating. I might go get some leather conditioner and put that on the soft side and see if I can get it to soften up a little. But in the grand scheme of things, I just did it. This is a bucket list item. This is something I've always wanted to do, and I finally got a chance to do it. I finally got to get my feet wet
Yeah.
trying to tan a hide. I wouldn't say it was a bust. It wasn't a fail.
No.
It's not as soft as I would like, but you know, the fur side is very nice. About the only thing I could do now is usually when you're making leather, you take the hide and you smoke it. That preserves it further. It seals the pores. I'm not gonna smoke that because it's, you know, sitting in our living room.
Yeah,
Don't really
Smell.
want it to smell like a campfire in here.
No.
So, my advice is if you are planning on doing this yourself, you want to get into tanning a hide, if you're so inclined, do your research, choose your method. Like I said, to do it over again, probably the next hide I do, I'm going to go get some actual like taxidermy chemicals.
Yeah.
And
Just to see the difference.
just to see the difference. I've watched the videos where they soak their fur on hide. They're doing pelts, and they can literally take the thing and stretch it and break all the fibers.
Yeah.
Really easy. That sounds very appealing.
Yes, yeah.
Like my arms, my hands, everything. I am sore from working that hide all day. Might try that next go around. For anybody wondering, was it worth it? Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, this is riveting.
I know, right? It's more scary.
Here's Meg stirring cheese. Oh, look, the cheese is gone. Here's some peppers frying. And there's some warmed up meat. I'm very full.
And tired.
I'm worn out.
Yeah.
That was a lot of like hard manual labor. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, oh dear goodness.
What did I do?
It was just the pushing on a stick. I think that was what did it.
Yeah.
All right. That's gonna do it for us for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you found this video helpful, interesting.
Yeah.
We'll catch you guys on the next one.
Bye.